Hey everybody, welcome back to Cruiseman's product reviews. Today I've got two more Fanttik products that they've sent me to review. Now, Fanttik's not sponsoring the video. They didn't pay me anything, but they did send me these products. And I've reviewed a lot of Fanttik products in the past. I've always been very, very happy with the products that they've produced. I've recommended them to a lot of you, and many of you have told me how much you've enjoyed the Fanttik products.
This video is sponsored by Cruiseman's Garage Honda Goldwing Maintenance Video Series.
So today, what we're going to look at is the NEX B8 Ace. I love their names. And this is, I believe it's a portable blower. We're going to open that up, unbox it, take a look at it. And then we've got the Fold S1 Apex. And this is another Fanttik portable screwdriver. I've already got two other Fanttik portable screwdrivers. Okay, first we're going to open up this little blower. Let's unbox it, see what's inside. Okay, we've got a little user manual here. Something about sustainability. Let's pull this out. Now, one thing I noticed, like every Fanttik product I've ever owned, they just feel well made, high quality. Everything about it just feels quality. It does have a USB-C charging port. Oh, wow. It does have a little fan in there. You can see the fan blades here. Now, what it's got, oh, I like this. It's got a little tip with a brush on it. That's going to be great for cleaning out like the keyboard on my computer, which always gets a bunch of crumbs and crap. So this is the nozzle that goes onto here. And if you'll notice, when you turn the power on, it also has a little light around the ring. Very cool. Okay, it does have two speeds. It has a high and a low. I'm going to go ahead and plug this in, let it charge up good before we take it out and test it. I'm just going to plug it in, and you can see when you plug it in, this light comes on to let you know it's charging. Now let's move on to the Fanttik Fold S1 Apex Deluxe Edition. Not just the regular, the Deluxe. Wow, yeah, beautiful. A beautiful case. I'm just looking at the picture here. It's got like a storage box. It's got the screwdriver, and it comes with 20 different screwdriver tips. Very, very nice case. Love the case. I'll tell you what, this is going to make a great Christmas gift for somebody. If you have somebody that loves tools, let's open this up and take a look. Wow. It even tells you a little bit about how to use it here. Very, very cool. Wow, so look at this. It's very cool. Let's pull the main unit out. Got all these different tips. Set that off to the side. Up. Uh-oh. My tips came off on the tape. So let me hold the tips in place when I'm popped out. Oh, you know what they've done? On all these different tips in here, it's magnetic. This little tray, they kind of pop in magnetically. So they don't just fly around on you once you open this up. Very cool. And if you don't want to keep the USB cable in here, you've even got a little space here for something else. Super nice. Let's take the main unit out and take a look at it. Once again, just like everything I've ever had from Fanttik, the build quality and the feel of it in your hand, it feels like a quality tool. Now let's investigate, how do you make this thing? Oh, I see, there's a button on the side you press, and that's how you change the angle. So if you're screwing or drilling, I guess you could also use it as a drill. And it just changes position. So here's one position. There's another position. You press it down. There's another position. So you have 4 positions. You could just use it straight on. Very, very well designed. Very well thought out. Let me see how we turn this on. I think if you just press a button, yeah, you get a readout. And this is giving you your torque settings. And of course, like most of the new Fanttik products, it has this handy little light. And I'm telling you, that comes in very, very handy when you're trying to see something in a dark cabinet like a hinge. It lets you see to line things up. That's very, very well designed. So to set the torque, you basically rotate the front, this little front cap. You turn it, and as you turn it, you can see your maximum torque settings change. Let's say you're working in a softer material like a wood, you would probably go to a lower torque setting so that you don't accidentally strip out whatever it is you're screwing into. And you can go down to as little as 0.5 Newton meter of torque, or all the way up to 5 Newton meters. This button on the right allows you to change the direction. I was wrong about the switch down here. It doesn't matter which way you press this switch. This is the direction. So as you can see, there's a little indicator. It either points down or points up. If it points up, that means you're screwing into something. And if it points down, that means you're going to be unscrewing from something. And then this is your RPM, high RPM or low RPM. See if you can hear the difference. That's the low RPM. This is the high RPM. Quite a bit of difference. And of course, it shows you your battery level. It looks like this one came fully charged, so I don't even have to charge it. Very, very cool. Thank you, Fanttik, for sending this over. I can't wait to use it. Let's get to the garage.
Okay, so now I'm going to show you how I would use the NEX B8 Ace. Maybe it's NEX B8 Ace, I'm not sure. This is a little blower device, and it's only got a couple of different options for tips. It's got this long, has a little brush on it. It would be good if you're trying to blow off maybe your keyboard on your computer or something like that. You can remove this, and then you have this little tip here. So what I'm going to use this for, after I wash my motorcycle, I'm just going to demonstrate with this. There's always water that gets down in between these switches, and it's hard to get out with a rag. I don't really need the brush tip for this, so I'm just going to use this tip right here and see if we can't blow this water out. Now you may remember I recently reviewed this Fanttik Slim V8 Apex, which is a combination vacuum cleaner and also a blower, because they do give you these little tips that go on the opposite end, the exhaust end. And these tips are actually smaller diameter than the ones that come on the little B8 I just showed you. And I actually prefer this over the B8 because it's a dual use tool. It's a vacuum and a blower all in one. So it just depends on how much you want to spend, but if you spend a little extra, you'll get the vacuum and the blower, and I'll show you how this works. There's two things I like better about this blower too. Not only is it quieter, it's, I think, more powerful. So you can barely hear it. Even on high, I think it's quieter. So we're going to put this Fanttik Fold S1 Apex Deluxe Edition to the test. I have to remove some wood screws from this little trim piece around a post in my house because we're replacing it with some new treated wood. So let's open this up, get out the correct bit. These are, I believe they're Phillips, and we are going to put the bit in. It's locked in place. Once you put it in, it locks it in place. That's nice. And let's see, I think I'll set it to low, start out, and I'm on a torque setting of 3. And let's make sure we're going the right direction. We're going to unscrew first. Okay, we're going to need more torque. So I'm going to go to 4. Okay, that's a little easier. Sure feels like there's, no? Oh, they're all loose. Well, I guess they all came undone. And then what our plan is, we've also got some brick coming loose here too, but I'll deal with that later. So what we have now is these pieces of treated wood are going to go in their place. This is actually a pretty difficult test because what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to run these deck screws all the way through this piece here. This is treated wood, pressure treated wood, so it's pretty hard. But let's see if we can get it to go. I've got it on the highest torque level, torque level 4. I'm going to change the direction, obviously, and we're going to change the speed to high. And I'm going to see if I can do it without drilling a pilot hole. Let's just see if we can get one to go in. Kind of get an idea of where this is going to go into the other piece of wood, something like that. Well, it is going in. That's a pretty difficult job for any electric screwdriver, especially a rechargeable. Okay, so it did work. It will go in. Not a bad choice. Let's try one going the other direction just to hold them in place. Now I am having to use it on torque level 4. I would say that a job like this is probably at the limit of what something like this is really designed to do, but it's working. It has, however, the battery has gone down slightly. And remember, I didn't drill pilot holes. That makes it even harder. If I had drilled a pilot hole, this would be a much easier task for this screwdriver. And this is pressure treated wood. It's hard. It's a very, very hard piece of wood to get screwed into. But it, by golly, is doing it. Okay, I'm not going to completely tighten these up until I get this all situated and in place, and then I'll go back and retighten them. So let me give you my final thoughts on these two products. First, let me talk about the B8 Ace Air Duster. For $69.99, I think if all you need is a blower, it's not a bad deal. It's a little bit noisy, but it does the job. I personally prefer the
slim V8 Apex vacuum cleaner. For $30 more, you get a portable vacuum cleaner and a very, very nice blower that's also, or air duster as they refer to it, for one price. I mean, $99.98. For $30 more, you're getting both tools in one. I think it's a better value. Now, as far as the S1 Apex Fold, the screwdriver, the deluxe kit at $129.99, I think it's a great bargain. It was an unfair test, what I did going into pressure-treated wood without a pilot hole. I also had it set on a torque level of 4, and it goes all the way up to 7. I don't know why I didn't turn the torque all the way up to maximum, so it was really an unfair test, and I plan on redoing that same test with the higher torque level. I'm sure it'd perform much, much better. Anyway, both of these are great tools, and you might want to look in the description of this video because there are some special offers from Fanttik for my viewers. There are some coupon codes. You can purchase these from their website or from Amazon.com. Thanks for joining me. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up.